Okay. Dirty chai with the longest straw in history. I like long straws because it's less of an issue. Like, it's less work for me to drink my drink. I barely have to lift my hand for this. This is how I like it. Okay, we're waking up together. This is gonna start being like a coffee situation. First things first, my name is MeganBatoon. If you're new here, there's not much to tell you, just basically we're learning how to live our lives together. And if you're not new here, hi, welcome back, hello, I have a perm now, and this is like my only hairstyle, which I think I'm into because I don't think about anything. There's one thing and I just do that. It's like when the presidents or Steve Jobs wear the same thing because they have decision fatigue. Even making one small decision like what you're gonna eat that day already takes a toll on all of the mental energy that you could spend making decisions that actually matter, like saving the world. If you don't know, I am almost 30. 5 days from now, I turn 30. And that is so cool. It's not what everybody made it out to seem. Also, do you love my shirt is just like, can't hold itself together today. When I hit 25, I realized that that one song, Vitamin C Graduation, says like, where we're gonna be when we turn 25. It seemed like the writers at the time maybe thought that 25 was the end of their youth. I feel like I'm just starting. I was telling my friend yesterday that I feel like it's a new beginning. It truly does feel like a new beginning. So, with all of that said, I wrote down 10 things I learned in my 20s. I probably learned so much more than I can't even remember. So did I learn it? I can't recall it right now. So the things that I wrote on here I think are gonna be really important and helpful for like the most amount of people. Some stuff I learned was very personal to me, but I think that these are wide-reaching. Also, scratching your nose like this. Okay, so let's freaking go because all of these things could essentially be their own videos. So I'm just gonna like hit the bullet points, and if you wanna hear more, let me know in the comments about it, and then I'll elaborate a little bit more however I can. But these would have been good to know if I was 20. Well, they're good to know now. I'm very grateful that I know them. Number 1, it's not about me. Everything is not about me. Every single time that there was a comment on the internet that was like hateful, or someone flicked me off in traffic, or someone was kind of a bitch to me for no reason, like, it's not about me. You're not a bitch to me because you don't like me. You're a bitch to me because you don't like yourself. And that's not my problem, but I hope that you are able to deal with that. And that's the same thing for everybody else. Like, keep yourself in check because it's not really about them. If someone is ticking you off for some reason, ticking you off, I'm 90 all of a sudden. I'm turning 90 actually. If they're doing something that perturbs you, ask yourself why you have an aversion to that, and then go deep into that and understand that it's not about them. That has saved me so many times of being upset when somebody is just randomly rude to me and I just go, it's not about me, that's a them thing. I hope they figure it out. This is a hard place to live in right now. It's not about me. Number 2, rest is just as important as work. I came from the camp that if you were productive and you got straight A's and you overachieved and you did everything in your power to be the best student and the most like, can you believe that one person can do all this stuff? Oh my God. Why was that impressive to me? Why was I so enamored with being impressive? Well, I know why. And that's a whole nother video. I also learned through all of my years of doing every diet and workout that your body needs rest. If you work out so much and never give your body rest, your hard work is actually gonna deteriorate your muscles because they're being overworked and there's nothing to rebuild. You have to stop working a little bit in order to have the proper rest so that you can work hard the next time you go at it. If you continue to work, you're gonna burn yourself out and you're gonna burn your muscles out. Does it seem like I'm yelling at you? Number 3, numbers will never define my value. This goes along with, honestly, I just caught my reflection in this monitor and like, I'm about it. This is how I feel. Cool. Okay, numbers will never define my value. Me growing up so concerned with results and achieving, always thought that tangible stuff is what mattered. What people can see. The numbers on a scale, the report cards, the progress reports, the paychecks, the number of followers, my pant size. Like, I thought anything that had a numeric value gave me inherent value, and that is not true whatsoever. I don't need to go viral. Checks to see, like, did I go viral? The pattern. You might see your partner shape-shifting into what you want, but it's only temporary. It's like a reverse fortune cookie. I don't want to read that. Also, silence yourselves. Numbers are just information. Numbers don't mean anything. If you have a bigger number in your bank account, you can be more secure. But that doesn't mean you're worth more. I mean, like, on Google, like, your net worth is more, whatever. But like, someone that has $100 versus someone that has $10, it just means one person can get more lattes. If one person is a size 4 and one person is a size 12, does not mean that both of them aren't valuable. It means that both people have different size pants. That's it. Numbers will never define your value, ever. I'm trying to think of like one instance where it could. Yeah, nothing, no. Number 4, mindset. This could be a whole nother video. I keep saying that for everything. Wow, 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 wow. This goes along with the law of attraction for me. Mindset is everything. The way that you see the world is the way that the world will show up to you. It's basically, honestly, it's like setting the tone of your mind. Mindset sets the tone of your mind. If you have an outlook that's negative, you're only gonna see negative. It's literally Baader-Meinhof phenomenon. It's when you start thinking of one thing and only see that thing. Like if you wanna buy a car and your dream car is the RAV4. My voice cracked because like that was my dream car and I never got it. Once you focus on something, that's what you're going to see. If you have a negative outlook, you're going to be served negative things. If you have a positive outlook, you're going to be served positive things. It just is like that. You create your reality from your mindset. This is a huge one. Number 5, learning who I can go to for what I need. I feel like I'm like reading a public speech, which I like hate public speaking. Well, that's why I can do YouTube, because it's like I get to public speak and just be myself, and then I can cut out anytime I'm an idiot. So, can't do that in Spanish class. I think I have some Spanish class trauma. Learning who I can go to for what I need in that moment. Vital. So many times we go to the wrong people for something that we need. If we have some sort of need, whether it's to like be safe or be heard or just like somebody to hold space, which means just to like sit with me and don't give me advice, but just like sit with me and maybe say like, hey, that sucks. I'm sorry that you're going through this. I'm here if you need me. So many times I went to the wrong person for this. I have a few best friends. Some of my best friends I go to for specific things. If I'm dealing with something that is like body dysmorphic, I will go to a specific friend. If I'm going through something that's like overthinking and comparing myself, I go to a different friend. I also learned that one person can't be everything. And that's a whole nother video too. The moral of the story is understanding what I need in that moment and which of my friends is going to hold the space the best for me. So like, who is going to make me feel the best in that moment by sitting with me and maybe offering advice if I want it, but not all of your friends will handle things the same way. And I think it's really important to understand which friends are for which needs. And that took me a long time to figure out. And I think the only way that you can figure that out is to like try and fail. The only way I learned that is to like go to this friend and talk about whatever and then be like, oh, I don't really feel supported. Let me go try this other friend. And then I started to figure out like which person has which corner. Plus, if you put all of your corners in one person, they have a whole room and they already have their own room. There's too many rooms for one person. There's a saying that says, don't go to the hardware store for milk. When I heard that, it like blew my mind because I would always go like, I want this person to be there for me in that way because it's my best friend, it's my dad, it's my boyfriend, whoever it is. And it's like, well, that's a hardware store. You cannot get milk, you cannot get a sewing kit, you cannot get, what else can't you get at a hardware store? Silly putty? You can't get it there. So don't expect to get something there. 6, the importance of listening to my body. I just did a video about this. If you haven't seen it, I will link it in the description. This should have been number 1, honestly. This has taught me so much and made me feel like I can become this person because I'm just understanding what I need and then giving myself whatever that is. So like, I'm all of the stores. I'm the hardware store, I'm Joann Fabrics, I am the grocery store, I am the tire shop. I can help myself at any time. I can outsource anything. If for some reason, like, I ran out of tires that day, I can go to another friend that has a tire shop. But like, inside, I have all the answers already. So I just have to be willing to hear. I'm trying not to repeat anything I said in the last video. Listening to your body. 7, our words are powerful. This goes for every internet commenter. If you've ever commented something that's a little bit negative on a video, unless it has some sort of constructive criticism, which I really do appreciate that. Sometimes if there's hate comments, I would just take off the layer of muck and see if there was like some nugget of truth to see if there's anything that I can actually take to make my product better. But if you don't have constructive criticism and you're just being mean, know that your words are so powerful. And not only to other people, to yourself, like so many times, to even joke around and like all these self-deprecating things I used to say, if you do it so much to where your body starts to believe it, like our cells are listening at every point in time. So if you say something, your body and your cells are basically like, cool, 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 our master said this, so we're gonna like make that happen. Our words are so powerful in both ways. Like negative words do negative things, positive words really affect us too. That's what affirmations are. That's, again, the law of attraction. Like, if you say something, your body will start to believe it. The amount of times I had to tell myself, like, I love me, before it was true, I said it until I couldn't tell the difference. This is a whole nother video. Our words are powerful. So much more than you think. 8, I have a choice in everything always. Isn't that the damn truth? You always have a choice. For me, I was learning that mainly I had a choice of how I wanted to respond to something. I could either respond from a place of hurt, or I could respond with love from my heart. You always have 2 ways to go about it, choosing love or fear. And it's up to you to decide which way you want to go. Every moment that I would feel any sort of activation, I would cognitively choose to go with love and to go with curiosity and to go with fun and to go with heart. And you always have that choice with every single thing you do. Even like going to the post office and dropping off a letter. Like, you have a choice to not talk to that person, or you have a choice to tell that person have a good day. You always do have a choice in everything that you do and everything that you think and everything that you say. Shit, you're powerful. 9, we are rounding the end. When I compare myself to others, I feel bad. It's just that simple. That's just what it is. That should be a law of the universe. The law of comparing. All it says is when you compare yourself, you're gonna feel bad. So let's not do that anymore. Also, another video, as soon as I start feeling myself comparing myself, I'm out. I have to protect my own self and knowing that that is a huge issue for me. I'm just not gonna do it. It's almost like there's nothing else to say. That's kind of it. So I guess it's not a whole nother video. It could be, but like, let's stay on track. Number 10, mental health is my biggest priority and my biggest asset in every way. Without discovering mental health and wellness, I don't know what would make this life worth it for me, like honestly. For me personally, my purpose is to help other people by opening up. How could I ever be of service if I didn't do any of the work, if I've never gone to therapy, like if I've never looked inside? It would just be like such a superficial life. Now that I've gotten to this point, I feel like really good about the stuff I'm making now, because this is the stuff that changes people's worlds. Even if you're not trying to talk about mental health always, it's still so helpful for you personally. You can do all of the work and go to therapy and never tell the soul. Absolutely. For me, it's such a fun ride to be able to start connecting some of these things that I've lived with my entire life and start peeling back layers and uncovering things, and things start to click. Now I just want to share everything with you. So imagine if I didn't have mental health in my life. I wouldn't be having a good life, and I wouldn't be able to change anybody else's because I wouldn't be able to do this. So that is priority numero uno. Thanks for coming to class today. Okay, what does it mean when, see, this is me always, like the signs. What does it mean if my nose is itching? Okay. Many people have allergies to both indoor and outdoor substances. That's so funny. Like, I'm so on this spiritual train that I'm like, oh my God, what is the meaning? And Google's like, pollen. But superstition, let's see what the superstition is, just to have some fun. Because that's what life is about. Finding the fun in everything. That's number 11. When it comes to an itchy nose, expect a visitor. Is it my period? Okay, I gotta stop. This is getting crazy. Let me know in the comments if you want to see something specific or hear any more about what I talked about in these top 10 things. Have a good day, because you have that choice, and that is all. Okay, the end. See you next time. Bye. Where's the frickin'